study that just came out this week about child poverty over the last 30 years in the United States has dropped by 60% because of the different programs that we've put in place. So I do think, there's demonstrated value to the safety net. It's just, it's not enough. We're letting people fall through the cracks.
There are 4 pillars of food security: availability, access, utilization, and stability over time. So I'll walk through that just a little bit. And the definition that's out there, this definition that's usually, it's from the United Nations, they talk about having sufficient, safe, and nutritious food. So when we say sufficient, we're talking about food that's available. What is the supply of food that's there? So the second component or pillar of food security is access. And it's defined as physical, social, and economic access. That third pillar is utilization. And utilization is amongst the most complex of the pillars to describe because it captures so many different things. So utilization could be thought of as like, do you know how to cook? Do you know how to prepare food safely? And then the final pillar of food security is stability over time.
At the food bank, we think about food insecurity in a pretty simple terms. Do you have consistent access to safe and healthy food? How do we measure how many people are food insecure in our community so that we can meet their needs? Who are we serving? What are their needs? Are we meeting their needs? These are the questions that we're really asking. So we're looking to put together a new data set that all of our agencies can use so that we can learn more about the people that we're serving and find out, are those matching up with what we think about where food insecurity is.
In 2018, right before the pandemic, we inserted a question into what's called the BRFIS. This is the Behavioral Risk Factor Surveillance Survey. The specific question was about whether or not they believed that they would get through the month with enough food in their household. What we saw is that 1 in 5 households were food insecure. So that gave us an opportunity or a baseline to see what was happening during COVID. We saw much higher levels of food insecurity on neighbor islands. Where we saw some really big increases were amongst Native Hawaiians. We also saw that amongst working age adults, particularly those who were under 30. Again, about a 12% increase from 2018 to 2021. People who are living on their own and women were also more likely to be food insecure over time.
We collectively have to decide that this isn't okay. It's just not okay because we've allowed it to go on for a really long time. We're in this moment right now where I really feel like people's eyes have been opened and they have that opportunity to see like, this isn't okay, especially when you think about kids and you think about all of the impacts on children that you were mentioning. It's like, what number are we okay with? And I think the number is 0. I think we as a community need to take more advantage of federal dollars that we're leaving on the table right now. Can we build a system where there's regular, sustainable support for the Charitable Food Network? And so that we can start to really be more creative, expand the role, and make a big difference.